I won't post anything until we are.
I wouldn't post anything until we're in the room and actually on the track and we know everything's good, because we had this that year when it put us in a different car, didn't it? And we didn't have a setup. And
the Chevy.
Yeah.
We were just talking about that earlier on.
So I don't know.
Right, I'm streaming, even though we're not doing fuck all. So
I guess as we've missed qualifying.
Anyone looking at the stream, this is
well,
Daytona 24 hours.
My other guess is I think we're fooked.
There's a
the race is going to start
signed
in
up.
about 7 minutes.
Over 6,000 people.
Everyone's misqualified, mate.
And it seems to be creating some sort of delay for getting into the room.
Well, this is stupid.
And we are struggling.
Most people are going to miss the start, surely.
At the top right of the screen up here, that join section there with the spinning wheel of doom means we can't get in yet.
Right, so that's what you're seeing, John, just that green join button.
All right. Yep. That's what
Waiting for it, fuck's sake.
Someone on the forum, what does iRacing servers and Chernobyl have in common? They both almost worked.
Hopefully we'll get in. It's pretty rubbish. But it's super, super popular. So as I say, but there's over 6,000 people entered. So we would normally be in by now. But we're not, so I can't do anything until that works. So it might put us in and all is fine. It might put us in and we miss quali. It might put us in and the race has already started.
What I want to know is,
who knows?
If this goes tits up and we don't get to race and it's all a fuck up, is Mike going to tell his missus, or is he going to use that?
No, he's going to jump on and do some IMSA races,
yeah,
mate.
That's what I think. So he's not going to tell her, eh? And he's going to
there'll be an IMSA race at like 9:45 or 8:45, mate. Bang on it.
And he'll be on it longer than normal because he's no told her.
Yeah, probably bang a Porsche race in as well.
Okay.
Does anyone know the actual race start time? Is it 2 o'clock or?
Well, the race, the split that started at midnight or 1 o'clock started at 3:45, so 2:45. So yeah, we got 6 minutes until the race start, mate.
Well, we've got 9 minutes. Your time's a bit fast.
No.
You may have 9 minutes.
It's the 23rd today.
So I don't know. I mean, once you're like 5 minutes into the race, there's not much point, really, is there? I suppose.
Really?
It'll be a bit shit. I suppose it depends who else gets in there. I mean, if we get in there and everyone else has been in there and we're 5 minutes behind, then yeah, that's a bit rubbish. And
well, half the fields had the same problem.
5 minutes, yeah, well, exactly. If you go in there and there's 20 LMP2s and 18 of them are 5 minutes late, then it ain't a problem, is it? But it don't look like we're going to get in, and nobody's got in yet, no.
No.
I knew if I did, I wouldn't tell anybody. Say no.
You've never started a special event, have you, Lane?
No, if I can finish one either.
I think you should start.
No, I've never started a special event due to the fact that it's probably against all the rules of human nature.
Mike posted, shush, be quiet. She sat next to him.
So have you told her about your morning stint yet, Mike? You've not dropped that in yet?
The 5:45 one.
Yeah, the late minute last. We're in trouble. We need help. Someone to cover one. You've not told her that one yet? Well, did he jump in, did he?
He just jumped in, man. I think he's on his phone. Shut it!
Hello.
You all right, Mike?
No, what I was telling you, I was just checking through some people's streams and I saw ads and Ev's in his room.
Who's Ed?
You are
Who's Ed?
Ev Doka. Yeah,
Oh,
that's mate.
Evdoka.
Yeah, he's in his room driving around.
Is he on his own? Are there
No,
any other
but
people?
He had his his live timing thing, and it seemed like there was people in every class in there.
Brilliant. Well, Broadbent's still not in. He's just saying it's all going to shit.
Yeah, well, I've been looking through Twitter and I looked on a couple of the lads who do World GT, and they're streaming, and some of them are not in either. And there's uproar on Twitter.
Has qualifying actually happened yet?
Quali will have.
No, I
finished.
know we say it will have, but has anyone seen if we can see streams of people in the rooms? Has anyone seen anybody in a qualifying session?
That's a good point. Is Ev? Has he qualied yet, Mike? Do you know?
I'm just going to jump back in now and have a look. No, he's still practicing.
So what, quali hasn't kicked in yet?
No, it's saying he's got 23 minutes of practice left.
What? So
Oh,
You are live on his stream though.
Is that stream like live? That sounds like it could be delayed, man.
Yeah, but it ain't gonna be 23 minutes delayed, is it? That'd be 3 minutes delayed, and there's 20 minutes left until quali at 2 o'clock. They may have delayed the start.
They may have. If they've done that, fair play.
I mean, the clock will count when the server's been created. So unless servers still haven't been created yet,
That's a very good point, actually.
It
If the
might not
server
start early.
hasn't been created yet, then yeah, that's a very good point. I don't know how it does it, whether it creates them
I have
all.
no idea.
It might have to create them all before it can start any one of them.
Oh, I know exactly how it works. When that little spinny circle stops spinning, we push that button and it's working.
Hacker man.
I mean, if you want to laugh, go to web streaming. It looks like a right tit in his Pure Sims hoodie.
Who does?
Go to where?
He's got a Pure Sims hoodie on.
Yeah.
Oh my fucking god!
Who's that?
Ev, he sat there in his Pure Sims hoodie.
Oh, fucking brilliant. What's the link?
I'll get it for you now and put it in Discord.
Love it.
Wait a minute, I want a hoodie. I want an XVR hoodie. I've had enough of this.
You are an XVR hoodie.
You can buy one now with the 30 quid you saved, Lane.
I can, exactly. I'm going to be saving a lot more at the end of the day, believe me.
Just get some Tip-X, write XVR on it. Job done, mate.
Right, I've sent it to Discord in general.
Careful if you'll click on it once. Oh my god, I've got like loads of viewers.
I more want to see just to make sure if that's live, if that makes sense.
He's going to be live streaming, isn't he? So it's worst
It looks
case
like he's in
scenario,
a
it's a minute.
practice room. Because it just says practice 2 hours, 0 minutes.
Yeah, but he might not. Yeah, he's probably not in the session then. He's probably in a separate practice room because he's not starting.
But it's got someone else's name as driving. That Jamie Rushworth.
Yeah, but some of the practice rooms are well, maybe. But some of the practice rooms are team events, so you could join in the same car. But why you would do that in a practice room, I don't know. But you can do that.
Yeah, that Alex Arana's not in a
Unless
room.
they signed up early enough that they got put into the practice room.
Alex Arana's not in a room, did you say?
Yeah,
He'll be top split.
yeah. Casey Kerwin's not in one.
They may reschedule it. They've done that before, like an hour later, didn't they? Especially if top split won't go.
But where would they say that though? Because they tell people they were going to do it. Would that be on Twitface or something?
Be on Twitter, yeah, or in the forums.
Yeah, since I've shared that link with you, there's now 11 people watching, Ev.
Yeah, there was only 2 when I looked.
Right, that's it. I'm coming out. He's actually asking, how do I find out how many people are watching me and stuff like that? So that's me. I'm pulling out of there.
But they're not.
It's
They're
too
just in a
late, Lane.
practice room,
It'll
mate,
tell
I
you.
think.
It'll tell him you were watching, and it'll name you.
Well, I'm not logged in.
Lane
So
is.
No, I'm
a
not
non.
logged in either.
I'm a non, mate. I'm a non. But it looks like they're not in a race session.
Oh, this is so boring. Come on. There's nothing I can do if anybody is watching.
My guess
Probably
is
not, but
this is the kind
all
of
I
thing
can
that
do
we've
is
done
wait.
before, thinking that it starts at 1, then qualifying's at half.
No, it definitely started at 1, mate. It's literally,
Yeah.
it was on the.
But the session
UI.
begins at 1, and it's maybe an hour's worth before you head into qualifying.
Well, I watched the because they had the American or Aussie split start last night at 1 o'clock in the morning, and I watched the start of that, and it was all kind of normal.
So then,
8-minute practice, 8
Yeah,
minute like 2-lap quali, and then straight into the race. And the race had started by 1:45.
Yeah, but you don't
So
get
the
anyone
race
sign up
race
for that thing. There's
started
only
then.
about 10 splits.
If that's
Yeah,
the case,
they
the race
only had
started.
500 odd teams, I think, sign up, 600 odd teams. So I was expecting more, but this is mental, man. Yeah.
Well, that means the race has started then, if that's the case.
Yes, it does.
Yeah, but we know the race hasn't started because there's no streams. No one's actually racing. So it's not worth panicking.
Don't panic, Mr. Martin.
Exactly.
Got to tell that to everyone on the forum.
It's fuck all we can do about it, is there? So they'll either sort it out or they won't. It'd be shit if they don't. But
Someone said it'd be good if they put up an announcement somewhere of what's happening.
They probably don't know.
Just think, we got Max Verstappen and Alonso and all that sat at the sim rig waiting exactly the same as we are.
Right, except they're not as quick as us.
Although if Verstappen saved £30 on his AA membership.
I see, he's not got that either. Wait till I save on my Lecky and my... What else am I saving on? My Virgin. And if I can manage to get some cherry diesel for the old Bricky Mobile, that'd be even better.
that's illegal.
But
That's illegal.
shh, don't tell anybody. Keep it just
I bet you
between
got
me
like
and you.
one pair of pants that you wash every 3 days.
Yeah, but the
overnight,
best way to
sleeping
do
in
that
mud.
is turn them inside out. You get double.
So tight.
They do get a bit tight after a while and a bit crusty. Tum-ti-tum-ti-tum-ti-tum, tum-ti-tum-ti-tum.
This is bad news for the race as well because everyone would have been practicing and be ready. Now everyone's been sitting around for an hour. It'll be carnage.
Yeah, that's a good point. Should do the earlier split, man. No, never any issues with that.
I was just thinking, why didn't we do the midnight one? That would have been
Right,
that would have
okay.
been right.
One of the staff had posted. When they finally launch, there will still be 30 minutes of practice. So it's suggesting that all the servers ain't even launched yet.
Okay, they've probably, like Rob said, they've probably edited them to increase the practice and launch time.
See, I told you, no need to panic.
Wuzzies didn't like it up them.
So that probably means nothing's happening until 2 o'clock.
Probably.
So all their servers sort themselves out.
God, I've got time to
How
save some
can the
money on that.
servers sort themselves out? I don't understand what can go wrong. They've either got the servers or they haven't they? Are they just
Yeah,
assigning
but
more
they're
servers?
sending a lot of information down to that server. And then
Yeah, it's going to be
servers
all.
back to each individual that's trying to log in. And
They said the big problem was everyone's on, like us at the minute. We've got teams of 5, rather than just one person registering the team and wanting to get in. 5 of us are trying to get in the room. So if you think there's 55 people, so you can have, everyone's got say 4, you got nearly like 200 something drivers trying to get into one server. Close to fucking.
Well, to be fair, normally at this time it would have completely just crashed a year or 2 ago. So it sounds like they've at least got the ability to kind of edit the servers and
Don't
stuff.
tempt fate.
There's big blows.
Wait and see what happens.
I've just been going through the forum, and is it someone called Greg West? Does he work for Ivan?
yeah.
He's been going into practice rooms and telling people that they're pushing the start time back.
So we need to re-register or just hold where we are. Or he weren't clear.
I've not seen anything like that. I saw someone said, "Well, if we back out and then try and go back in, will we be all right?"
No, I wouldn't.
Someone
Yeah,
said,
I
"No,
fucking
don't
wouldn't
do
bother
it."
doing that.
It's just going to make the system worse, isn't it? With
Yeah, I'd
confusion.
just stay where you were if I were you.
I just leave it, man, until they tell you to do something specific.
I'm not nervous anymore.
You will be when the join button suddenly appears. You'll be, shit.
Maybe.
So I'm guessing this pushes everyone's stint times back.
It's going to, yeah.
Yeah. I'm just checking them. I know.
No.
I'm kind of glad to a point because getting on for quarter to 8 was a bit tight.
Yeah, it will certainly be later. It's not worth me working anything out just yet.
Yeah,
Just
no, that's fine.
until we know what's happening.
Yeah.
But yeah.
You have to drive though, Mike, because you're signed in as
You
part
have
of the
to
team.
drive, yeah.
So you
Oh,
have
no, I
to do
am
the
driving.
minimum allowance, yeah. Otherwise we
No,
get
no, I'm
DQ'd.
driving. Yeah, no, I'll be on.
But we'll sort something out. We'll just have to get in first.
Yeah.
Get
If
underway.
there is actually a race, you have to drive.
I'll be able to go later. Well,
Well, hopefully then when it does go live, we have still got 30 minutes of practice.
I hope so.
So what I'm looking at now, Rob, is wait a minute.
Please don't say you can buy chips from Iceland for 10 pence less than they are in Poundland or something.
I'm looking at the schedule now. It now looks like the schedule that I was on would have been better now because it's going to be would have been 7:45. Was it?
I'm not. Yeah, I'm not sure, Lane. I'll have to
You
redo
were
that.
supposed to be on at about
7:45. So I'd be
5:45.
better going back to the schedule I was on if I think.
Well, once we get underway and into the first
Yeah,
thing or
yeah,
something,
right.
then I'll quickly throw another one up there and we can discuss, swap around, and whatever we need to do. Then
Right. Because that's just going to put me back into where I was in the first place.
Can anyone hear me?
hello, just about.
Oh, who's that?
Hello?
Hello.
You're very quiet. I don't know if I can
Yeah.
increase the volume.
Oh, it's Matt.
I don't know if it works at all or not.
There
There we go.
there we go.
There we go.
Right, I'll be back in a sec.
Well, we just muted the microphone. No.
Yeah, every time I press the space bar, as soon as I take my finger off it, it mutes it.
Well, it's working at least, so good stuff.
Yeah, it's not the best of them. I've been trying to get it to work all morning because I thought I'd come on and say hello and wish everyone luck anyway.
Well, hopefully
We
we're
need
still
luck
waiting
getting
to
into the
join.
room, yeah.
It's not going well at the minute. but I think everyone's having issues. So it's,
You know, it's thrown 4 lobbies out already.
as it.
Yeah, there's about 4 or 5 others which have had their lobbies thrown out.
I don't think anyone's even getting in. I think that's the problem.
They may, if that's the case, they may
just
do
reschedule it for
another an hour
maybe
time. Yeah.
an hour or two, and then because they might just need to increase capacity on their servers, because I think they're still fairly old school. They all use like proper, just normal fixed data centers rather than like
Broadband's
cloud
not in, yeah.
stuff.
So what would that mean? They would get you to withdraw and then re-register in another session?
I'm not sure. I guess we'll just be kicked out of the session. They'll just close them down.
Right.
Deregister.
Yeah, if people have been kicked out of sessions, maybe they were the only ones that got in, and that was scheduled to start at 1:15 or 1:30, and they had to cancel them ones
So
because
that
nobody
seems a
else
bit
would
right.
get in. So that's probably what's happened.
Didn't they like run one race at 1 p.m. and another load at 2
Yeah.
p.m. or something?
Yeah, it's for a similar issue. I think that was the Le Mans one. The fuck
I
up
think
there.
it was, wasn't it? Yeah.
Is that what they called it? The first one was Le Mans, and the second one was Le
Yeah, something like that. I think, yeah, it was 100%.
Didn't they have this issue last year twice? Once at Petit and one at Le Mans.
Le Mans was a big problem. I don't know if it was last year
Yeah.
or the year before, but yeah.
The year before.
If I
And
stop,
Daytona, we had trouble last year as well.
I love American technology.
if I stop my stream and then restart it again when things actually start happening, does that mess up your links?
I've not actually posted mine on Twitter yet.
Yeah,
I'm
it doesn't
just
really
waiting.
matter, mate.
So yeah, I'll just re-grab the new one.
So I might as well pause it.
Why? Who do you want to talk about?
Well, no one, but it's pointless. It's pointless, isn't it, really?
At the moment, yeah.
It's pointless.
So, yes, we will be back if and when anything happens. I will start streaming again.
So now we're just
Hopefully.
about at 2
See you
p.m.
soon.
and we're still